I'm Susan Roberti, and welcome. Welcome to Let's Talk Tail Waggers. We have a wonderful little girl here today. Nick's here. He's got some good stories and talk to us about some things. But before we get started, I would like to say thank you to my cameraman. Thank you, Dave. You know, BPTV's all volunteers, and you are more than welcome to come up, do a show, learn how to do cameras, and you know that you can learn how to do the cameras here, and then go out and do excellent work for your family, or you can just stop up and visit us. BPTV is a wonderful little corner of the world, and I enjoy it, and I'm hooked. So stop up anytime, meet Dave, and if you want to do a show, just come up and speak with him, and he'll get things rolling. So now I'm going to say hi, Nick.
Hi, Sue. Thanks for having us.
Oh, yeah. And what's this little girl here?
This is Daisy.
And she is a little doll baby. Oh, my.
Yeah, she's very sweet.
Yes.
Little scared. She's 6 years old. She lived with the same family her whole life. That family was removed from their house and couldn't take her with them, so she ended up in a shelter. She did not do well. She was very scared. She was very
cage fighter.
nippy. Yeah, didn't want to come out, didn't want anybody to touch her. So she was going to be put down, and that's usually when we step in. My wife found her, and we brought her up here with us, and she's been here for about a week now, and she's coming around. She's coming around, that's for sure.
They do. And cage fighters, that's just a defense.
Well, it's usually fear. I mean,
and they have three sides covered so they can.
They feel very trapped.
Yes, they do. And she's just the sweetest little thing. And she was nipping people, but then as she calmed down and got passed around to the folks at the shelter, then she started settling down.
Yeah, she's been doing very well.
And you'll have to excuse me. I have a sinus thing today. And I will be coughing. It sounds like a goose. So what's up? What have you been doing?
Saving dogs.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Did you get any flood dogs?
We took a couple in. We didn't really have space for very many. We didn't plan on taking any, really. There were plenty of people that wanted to help, but a couple of them ended up in Pennsylvania and didn't have anywhere to go.
Aww.
So we took those ones. We took 5 of them. One required a major surgery. We just had that done for him.
Your wife told me that he had a bad leg.
Yeah, it was snapped at the knee joint there, and had to be amputated. So we had to have that done.
And she told me a terrible story that it was going to cost thousands of dollars to have that done.
Oh yeah.
In Pennsylvania, and you were taking them to West Virginia, and those people help you out.
We did consider that, and as we were considering that, the Big Easy Animal Hospital in Lawrenceville stepped up and decided to do that surgery for free for us. So that was wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Big Easy. That was very nice of them.
Yes, it was.
But yeah, he's recovering. He's doing all right.
Now, was it front or back leg?
Back leg.
Oh, good. They do well.
Yeah, he was already walking with it up, so he wasn't putting weight on it. So he was kind of used to balancing himself. I think he's
They do
just
really
fine.
well if it's their back leg.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the most wonderful things about dogs is that it teaches you. You know, you lose a limb, and they'll just be down for a day or two, and they're back up, and they just go. And it just teaches you, you know.
They're very resilient.
Yes, that if you lose a limb, you
can push through it.
Yeah, you just learn to push through it, and people are going to love you and take care of you. And look at this. Oh, my, what a princess. She must have been really loved.
I believe she was very attached to her family, which made her very scared in the shelter
Well, that's
environment.
what it was, is scared, being scared.
Yeah, a lot of dogs get put down because fear is misdiagnosed as aggression because
And nobody will take time to sit down on the floor
No.
and just let them come to you, you know.
No.
Because I don't think if she was around kids that she, you know, would be mean.
No, she seems to feel a little more comfortable around kids, maybe a little less threatened by kids. But yeah, I'd imagine she had a pretty balanced home life. She didn't seem to
That's
be,
so sad.
you know, neglected
is-
or abused or hand shy. She was just terrified. I mean, just terrified. So,
Was you scared? Yeah. So how many of the dogs, was it Korea?
South Korea.
South Korea, how many
Yeah.
of those did you get them all homes that you had?
All told, we've still taken 70 or 75 dogs. I
Really?
have at the shelter right now. I have about 8 or 9 of those dogs left.
Wow.
So they've all come around. They've all done pretty well.
Well, they never were held, right? And they never went up steps, never came down steps, and they
Never
just
saw a house.
never nothing. They just were all crammed in.
They were raised as livestock.
Yeah, yeah. And how did they do with the people?
Well, some of them had to have a little help in their house. Some of them were flight risks. Some of them escaped. But,
Wouldn't you?
Yeah. It was it was tough for some of them, but the others, the younger ones, seemed to make some dog friends and start behaving as dogs would behave.
Yeah.
So they turned around really well.
Wow.
Really well.
That must make your heart feel so good.
Oh yeah, it's very rewarding. I wouldn't change it for anything. So.
Lots of work.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And she's sleeping.
Yeah, she must have calmed down pretty quickly.
Yeah, she did. So what else is going on down there?
We've just been taking as many dogs as we can. It's actually been a really good month out there. We are at about 500 dogs for the year so far this year.
Wow.
Hopefully we'll keep that rolling, but yeah, it just depends on the people.
Yeah. Now you train dogs too.
Yes, I
Yes.
do. I do in-home trainings. I do one-on-one trainings at the kennel.
Now is it for anything?
Any dog, any problem, whatever you're dealing with.
Wow.
I don't do big group classes. I don't think that
Well, I
benefits
don't
anybody.
think yeah, and they always have the excuse that your dog isn't trainable.
Yeah,
you know,
they'll-
and that to me just seems like, come on, folks.
Yeah, well, you paid your money. So
Yeah.
That's why I do individual one-on-one
Yeah.
sessions.
Now, how many times do you have to go? Is sometimes you just go once, or many?
Well, there are some dogs I can fix in an hour, and there are some dogs that it's going to take me 3 or 4 meetings to fix. It
Wow.
depends on the dog and the problem.
Yeah.
Dogs that want to bite people, I probably have to see that dog 3 or 4 times. Dogs that are, jumping on people at the door, probably 1, maybe 2 times.
Really?
To see them, yeah, 1 or 2 hours. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I think that's one of the biggest complaints with dogs, that they run up and jump, especially the bigger ones. But if they're not taught from wee not to do that, and then your voice raises when you see somebody that you like, and they go, oh, and
Yeah, you can definitely add excitement to the
yes,
situation.
and then they go and jump up on them, and then they get hollered at. And I could just sit. I say this to you guys all the time. I could just sit here and watch her. She's the dearest little baby.
Yeah, she's going to make somebody a great lap dog. I mean, this is what she likes to do. She walks wonderfully on a leash.
Yes, she did well.
Pays attention to you once she likes you. And that's it. She'll follow you to the end of the earth. She just needs somebody permanent.
Yeah, when you were walking, she was walking beside you and looking up like that.
Yep,
And
once
that's a
she's
good-
attached, she's not
Yeah,
going to leave your side.
That's a good dog,
Yep.
huh? So what other kind of dogs do we have out there?
I have a lot of big dogs right now. A lot of large breed dogs. Quite a few pit bull, bully breed mixes.
Everybody has a lot of those. Hasn't it slowed down at all?
Oh no, and it never will. I mean, as
You're
long
kidding
as
me.
as long as there are people that think they can make money off of them or
It breaks my heart.
make them fighters or bait dogs, they're just going to keep on doing it.
It just breaks my heart.
Yeah, well,
Really.
there's too many of them for
Yeah.
sure.
And they'll be in a shelter, no-kill shelter forever. you know, because very few people want a great big dog, and especially my generation because we're getting older.
Yeah.
You know, we don't
Yeah.
want a great big dog. Now, how do you get a hold of those? Do they bring them to you?
Most of my pit bulls and pit bull mixes I take locally. There's just so many of them. So owner surrenders, animal control dogs. Usually when you're dealing with animal control and humane officers, that's what they take in. I mean, that's what they're pulling off the streets. So I take as many of those as I can. Unfortunately, it wouldn't benefit any of the dogs for me to have only pit bulls out there. That's why we take all breeds, because these cute little fluffy guys take care of the pit bulls
that
end up
fast.
staying with me for a long time. And most of them end up staying for a long time. Yeah, these cute ones, they go
You're
fast.
a
You're right.
Yeah, I know. That's what I used to tell people all the time. That's why I have sucker written across my back. You know.
Yeah.
How can you say no to brown eyes?
No, it's very difficult. We usually try and figure it out. And we do have a couple good fosters that we use.
Oh, good.
That's helped out with some of these little guys. But we
Now-
got puppies out there too. You know.
Oh, do you have puppies? They have
Yeah,
puppies. What kind?
Right now, some lab mix puppies. Some more will be coming up pretty soon. But I think there's 4 or 5 of those left, and got a couple smaller dogs. Got a lot of dogs that are really good with other dogs. So if you're looking to add to your group. Yep.
She's amazing. Now, does she like other dogs?
Yes.
See?
Yes. A little scared at first, but again, once she settled in and realized what was going on, she was very calm. She didn't do a ton of playing and jumping around, but coexisting with other dogs shouldn't be a problem for her.
I guess. What? I'm not going to touch you. No, I won't bother you. You're sitting there with your dad, huh? Or your stepdad, or your foster dad.
Yeah, there you go, foster dad. Yeah, she can't live with me. They can't all live with me. They got to go to good homes.
They got to get given away. But it's a good thing.
Oh yeah.
It makes you feel good.
Yep. I very rarely shed a tear when one of these guys leaves. It's usually a very happy thing, because like I said, they can't live with me. You know.
No, how could you feel bad? Really. That's why I always wanted to raise Yorkies, and then that's when I was younger. And I thought, if I have puppies, then I'll never give them up. You know, so I'll end up with 100 dogs. So that went on the wayside, you know. And but then as I got older, I kind of understood that it's a nice thing. You have them, and then the people come and take them and going to give them a nice home. It's not so bad.
It's very rewarding.
Yeah. She's a good girl. Aw. So what else is going on, kiddo?
Oh, just trying to get things done out there.
Do you need help? Do you need, that's what I should ask you. Do you need help out there fixing things? And
We always take volunteers.
because every time I drive by, you know, I think, I wonder if he has people that'll come out there with lumber, you know, volunteer the lumber.
Well, nothing crazy like that yet, but we do get some consistent dog walkers. I have plenty of office things that we could use help with, general cleaning things we need help with. There's always something to do. These guys, they make a mess, you know. There's a lot of them in and out all day, so it's a lot of cleaning and a lot of work, but we're working on trying to secure another building so we can expand.
Oh, where's this going to be?
Hopefully, we'll be able to build a building on the same property. That's the goal. That's the aspiration that we have for that, so we can, you know, stay in that one location.
How wonderful!
Yeah, we can handle more dogs if we had the physical space for them.
Yeah.
And especially if it's at the same location, that would be even easier. But that's what we're working on now. That's what all our...
So are you taking donations? I see that you made shirts, and you're going to be selling the shirts.
Yeah, we're always selling the shirts. We usually have some sort of fundraiser going on at any given time. Amazon Smiles, we're on there if you sign up. Um, really, the best way to do it is to come out if you're local and see the place and see what we're doing, and
Yeah.
that usually
And
once.
it is a dear place. It really is. When I came down to visit, which I hope this summer I can come down, you just walk in and you just know it's okay. And that's the way I felt. I've been to very, very, very lots of humane societies, and they're nice, you know, and pleasant. But when I came to your place and walked in, it was just so kind, you know.
Yeah, we're a lot different than the humane societies. I mean, we're mom and pops. We're local. We're just
Yeah,
a
that's
couple individuals that do this
Yeah.
as best we can. But we're I think a little better with the dogs. They see the same exact people every single day. They get consistency. They get
Yeah.
you know, the proper care, and they
You
get to
get a
settle
lot.
down.
Yeah, you get a lot of food donated to you.
Yeah, yeah. People, it seemed, as far as people just showing up, it's usually bringing food, treats, blankets. Those are the three main things.
That you need. I saw that Pets and Plus, or what
Pet Supplies
yeah,
Plus.
yeah,
Yeah.
they had a thing, and I walked in, and there was all along the windows there was bags of food for you guys.
Yeah, they've been with us from the beginning. When we first started rescuing, all my dogs went to their shot clinic if they weren't, you know, up
Yeah.
to date when they came to me. So we had a good relationship with them straight from the get-go.
Yeah.
And, yeah, now they keep a donation bin out there for us.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's been going well. They're very
Well,
nice.
if anybody at home has a few dollars, which I never asked for, that they can spare to send out there, that would be wonderful, because it would be really nice for you to be able to expand another building.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're hoping to increase our capacity with the new building by about 30 dogs.
Wow.
So we usually hold 50 to 60 at all times. That'll take us up to 80 or 90. So we'll be able to save quite a few more dogs, and just help out more. You know.
Every time I think of you getting started in this, it was an accident, huh?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yeah, I think, oh my Lord. And it just grew and grew, and
Well, it's an accident to me. Some others may say it happened for a reason.
it
but,
did.
Yeah.
You know it that it happened for a reason. It's because you're good with dogs. That's why you were sent, to help them. You know, there's not a lot of people that can do what you do and do it as well as you do.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Look at that. We could just sit here and love her forever.
Yeah, this is a big day for her. You know,
Yes.
I tend to try and bring a dog out here with me that needs some exposure, and she definitely needed it. But I'm
For people to
thrilled
see.
with how she's behaving and how she's
Yeah.
doing. So good for her.
Well, she's a star. She knows she is a little diva.
She might like the camera.
Yeah. Well, she said, what? She's a dear little girl. She opens her eyes once in a while to check and make sure everything's good. Yeah. Now, is she in a cage by herself, or is she?
She is by herself.
By herself?
Yep. Yeah. Typically, they all stay by themselves. We do group play times and things like that, but because we put toys in their runs and their food is in their runs, we don't want any kind of conflict to
Yeah.
happen for no reason. So we tend to only group them up outside.
And
Unless they're puppies.
size-wise, too, I bet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes it a little easier if they can get along with a friend or two. There's just a lot of dogs to get out every day.
Dogs mesmerize me. To watch them when you're calm like that, they just...
Yeah, you can definitely tell if you're familiar with dogs when
Yeah,
they're
they-
settled and when they're not.
They just do it to you. You know, you come home from work and you're had a bad day, and it's, you know, raining outside and cold, and you open up the front door and bam, there it is, and you sit down, and it's just like,
It's nice to feel appreciated
Yeah.
and wanted.
always. And that's one of the wonderful things about dogs.
Yep.
Yeah.
They don't hold a grudge. They will always love you in the morning.
Yeah, that's what, it breaks my heart when I see those dogs that are from the floods, and, you know, they just got lost, and there's no way to find their owners.
Yeah.
But yet, they'll wag their tails. They just will wag their tails and
Yep.
tell you that
They can all turn around.
Yeah.
Some of them it takes a little more than others, but they can all make a change.
look how good. I'm telling you, I could just.
Yep. Like I said, she'd make a great couch potato dog. Hang
Oh,
out
are
with you
you a
and follow
couch
you around.
potato? Uh-oh.
She's not super high energy, but she just wants to be around her people. She wants to be with who
Yeah.
she trusts.
Do you think they miss them for their original owners for all their life?
I believe they remember.
I do.
I mean, I believe that they can,
I do.
come around and
Yeah,
still
oh,
have
sure.
a good time and a good life. But if they were in a good situation, a good home, and I've had dogs that come in where owners have died. Those dogs that had a good life like that, yeah, I'm sure they miss where they were, but they can learn.
And they mourn.
Oh,
They
yeah.
mourn for their owners.
Dogs mourn.
People
I've
don't,
seen it firsthand. Yeah.
Yeah.
People are not the only
Sometimes
ones.
they quit eating.
Yep.
We had one that my grandmother's dog, when she passed away, you couldn't get that dog to eat for anything.
Yep.
Just wasted away. We'd go up in her room and walk around the house, looking for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they get accustomed. They get into their routine and into their home life, and when things change for a dog, it's a little bit more difficult than when things change for a person. You can't explain to your dog
Yeah.
exactly what's going on.
Well, you
So,
can't, yeah, that's what I tell when I was grooming. I tell people, well, you just can't say, could you turn to the right and can you turn to the left,
Yeah.
You have to be able to communicate
Yep.
with them. What a dear little girl. Oh,
Yeah, hopefully your show will help her get adopted today.
yes, please, if anybody out there sees her, because she's the dearest little baby girl. I'd be holding her, but I don't want to upset her. Huh? Yeah. Did I ever tell you when my grandmother when I was a little girl, she had Tinky. I was talking to another person that was on the show. Tinky 1, and then Tinky died, and then she got Tinky 2.
No.
And she lived to be like 94, my grandma. And I can't remember how many Tinkies.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
But she always got the little Chihuahua.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have quite a few of them right now up for adoption, too.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah. Oh, there seem to be a good bit of them around here. I have 3 or 4 of them in fosters right now.
Holy.
They're also a little older. I have a couple seniors, 10 years old. But Chihuahuas, I mean, you'll still get another, hopefully, 6 good years out of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
They just,
I couldn't imagine anybody giving up a Chihuahua.
yeah,
Unless
they're with Chihuahuas, they're hit or miss with a lot of people.
Oh.
Even with the small dog people, it seems as though sometimes Chihuahuas are a little small, or some people don't want to put Chihuahuas with their kids. They tend to be a
well,
little
that's
high
true, and
energy
they tell you that.
nippy,
Yeah,
but
and they do tell you that
Yeah.
when you get them that they
that
are
doesn't
that
mean
way.
you can't do it. But
We
a
know.
lot of people stay away from them when they have
Yeah.
the little ones. So
She's yawning. She's bored. She says, "I'm bored. Is it time for me to go home yet, Dad?"
I think she's enjoying it. I think she's enjoying the quiet of
Does she
the
go in the
shelter.
car good?
Yeah.
Does she like to go
yeah,
bye-byes?
Yeah, she wanted to ride on my lap, but that's not allowed, so she had to
No.
ride shotgun. And just sit there and look out the window.
Did you ride shotgun? Oh, my.
She did well in the car.
She said, "I think I'm going to get up and look around here." Huh? And you do know what they're thinking. I don't care what anybody says. If you watch a dog, they can't talk, but they sure can show you.
Yeah, there are a lot of body language keys that you can go on. And
Mm-hmm. I have 2 cats. They're not mine. They're my son's. But they're with us. And crickets. There's a lot of crickets now. And the one is very vocal. The one cat likes to talk. And it wakes me up every night now. And it's trying to talk to the cricket. and then he goes and it touches it, and then it backs up. and I get up with a shoe. And then and then he sits there for the rest of the night, you know, all like this, waiting. Well, what happened to the cricket? Where did it go? Yeah, they've been driving me crazy with the crickets.
Yeah, this is the season. They're all over the place now.
They're mousers too. They're good little mousers. Yeah, the one is little and schizo, like, you know, when strange people come in and stuff. But boy, he's a good mouser. He really is. He'll come over and he'll have them, and the head's over here, the tail's here, and the feet will be going. Yeah. And it's a good thing. In the summertime, they go out, and that, you know, now they'll be catching them because they'll be sneaking in under the garage door or the cellar door.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, looking for a place to come in.
Yeah, where it's warm, but don't come in my house because you ain't gonna last long.
No, don't like the mice, huh?
No, I was laying down about 2 weeks ago on the couch, and zoom, this little mouse goes by, and the one come down from upstairs, and I guess it was upstairs, and Donnie came across. Don't think my house is mouse infested, it's not. Goes by, and I said to myself, oh my God, he's going to get away. And the white one was out there in the dining room, snatch. I say, give it to me, so he puts it in my hand and throw it outside.
Nice.
No, he's gotten 3 since we've had him in 5 years. Yeah. They're funny. All pets are wonderful. I don't care what anybody says. I could just go on and on about how great they are.
Yeah,
And they're really starting to train them for all kinds of people, you know, more so, you know, that are hurting and depressed people. And that really makes my heart so happy to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, if a dog will work for you better than medication, then I
why
say go
not?
with the dog.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Time to go.
Time flies.
It sure does. And I want to thank you so much, baby, for all the stuff you do down
Thank you.
there. Really. Tail Waggers loves you guys. We really do. And thanks for bringing Daisy today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, and like always, please, my shirt's falling off. Please send, you need blankets and food and anything that you have, take it down to the shelter is Rescue, South Hills Pet Rescue. Yeah, I'm getting old and it's getting hard for me to remember names. And it's out by Traxxas Farm, and it's really, if you go there, take a little ride out there. It's a dear little place. You'll enjoy it to no end. And like always, I want to say thank you to everybody for the lovely things that you say to me when we meet. It really makes my heart happy, and I'm glad that you learn things. And most of all, I love you, and thanks from all Tail Waggers.